Hi guys, boys and girls, are you ready for the next epic finale? This is going to be the fourth set in the fight between Snow and Soulkey as part of ASL Semifinal number 2. Insane game, the first game, well, it's not the first game, the previous game. This map is favoring Soulkey, so Soulkey's going to be looking forward to having a nice game, and looks like it is going to be some kind of an early spawning pool coming out here from the Soulkey man. He is saving up his minerals because this is a two-player map. It is going to be very, very easy for you to discover where the other guys is, and it's going to be very, very hard for the guy to scout you. Looks like, well, I guess it also kind of depends on how Snow will react. Is he going to put a pylon in the front? Looks like it's going to be going for a pylon at the front door. And that is going to be bad because there are two ways to play this. Alright, what is he doing? He's going to be going for a pylon. The other way to play is to take the other expansion, towards, the left side of your base. This base, you can kind of wall yourself up here with some pylon, destroy the extractor, block it or something like that. And that's going to be the other way to play. But luckily for Snow, he's not completely behind. Where's his probe going? His probe is going to try to escape the Overlord, but that is going to be just buying time for the enemy here. Looks like the spawning pool is about 70% done. This drone is going to try to come out to have a block. And behind us, we don't have a forge yet. The probe's going to try to go in. Seeing two drones. He might be wondering what the hell is going on. Why are you dedicating two drones? I need to make a forge right now. He would try to get in. He's trying to glitch. Does he glitch through? And he glitches through. He glitches through. He will see. He will need to make a forge, and he will need to make a pylon in his main. There's no way he's going to be able to hold at the front door. He needs to make a pylon in the main now. And just try to play from there, I guess. Do we have an expansion? I guess Soulkey would not make an expansion. He's going to take gas. He's going to try to go for Zerg with speed. No, it's not going to be take gas. It's going to be going for overpool. And not really overpool, but just getting an additional side there to do something. This probe is going to try to slow down the enemy as much as possible, but not able to do so. It's going to be more important for him to come out and make his cannon in the main. I think the cannon is going to be coming out to the main, so he's going to sack his forge here. He will make 2 or 3 cannons, and then maybe not 3, maybe just 2, or maybe just 1, depending on how he plays it. And very good for Snow to come up with early probe scout. He could have just easily died there. The game will normalize once again. This game is, I hope it's going to be as insane as the first game. He will walk past the pylon. He will walk past the forge. He will go inside the main. This probe will try to buy some time once again, and looks like he is going to be able to not yet. The probe need to block. The gateway is doing some great attack. He will lose at least 1 probe. He lose 2 probes. He lose so many probes. It looks like he's going to try to attack the pylon. The pylon is complete. Looks like the gateway and the pylon complete. So now there's nothing to do except to seal up Snow's front door, destroy the extractor, destroy the forge, destroy everything else. I guess he might want to... Yeah, he's going to start to attack the extractor, and now we will have Soulkey expanding, and the game will drag on to usual. This probe is going to be able just to scout a little bit more. Yeah, this forge is going to completely close himself up. So what is going to be the next move? He's going to destroy the extractor. Will he leave the Zerling inside? That's the question. Of course he would destroy the extractor. Double gateway opening. What is he doing? He cannot get out. He cannot get out. Why is he going for double gateway? Maybe he doesn't know that the enemy is destroying the extractor. He need to cancel the second gateway and go for gas right now. He doesn't know it. He doesn't see it. He's checking for the situation. I mean, he should suspect this. Indeed, it's going to be double gateway, and yeah, what is he's going to try to do is he's got a single Zelle. Maybe he would try to open up the other lane, but already this is a terrible build. Terrible build. What can Soulkey do? Soulkey just make another hatchery somewhere on this map and win. Auto win, basically, because there's no way that Snow could get out. He need to take his gas, but he's not taking that. Is there another way to play this game? Can the Zealot leave with the double extractor destroyed? I don't believe so. I don't think so at all. There's going to be no way for this Zealot or 5 or 6 Zealots or whatever to be able to get out. So what is the situation here? I don't understand. Maybe it will all, dawn on us at some point in the future, but right now I could not fathom what is the plan here for Snow. He could not possibly not guess that extractor is not there. I guess he's going to try to open up the lane. I guess he knows that there is going to be a chance the enemy will go, will close off his lane, so that's interesting. But anyways, this build I think is doomed to fail, man, for Snow. Because as the game drag on and the Zerg start to take the tech lead, they will have Overlord speed, Overlord transportation technologies and all of that stuff, and that is going to be very, very hard. These Zerlings are buying a lot of time. More probes coming through. He's going to glitch the probe out, and he's going to expand first. Is he gonna try to expand? Where's the probe? There it is. He would try to glitch it out. No, he's not gonna glitch it out. He's gonna be just buying time here. Snow has enough money to expand, but he doesn't have the door. He has not yet opened up his door. He might glitch the Zealot out. I guess you can glitch out Zealots one by one. And this front door, yeah, he's gonna try to do that. Yeah, he gets one Zealot out. He might try to get another one coming out, so that's not a bad idea. But during this time, these probes are going to be falling very, very fast. One Zerling have died, another Zerling have died, so this front door is going to be able to come out. He's trying to glitch very hard here, but it's not able to come out. He wants to get two Zealot out, but there are Zerlings outside. There are Zerlings outside, and these Zealots are going to be going to a no man's land because he cannot open up the door. So this game really is going to be a freaking insane game. It's just a mind game. Remember Monty Hall? This map is even crazier than Monty Hall, I believe. Both the players are playing without the idea of, any kind of information about what the other guys is doing. Now finally he will take gas, but this gas is really late. The Zealot's gonna get surrounded. He's gonna try to go out there to scout. One Zealot scout is actually not gonna be good. He gets another Zealot out. He gets the probe out. The probe isn't a bad idea because the probe can actually help you scout as well, not just to fight. And yeah, this Zealot's gonna be dying, but I'm just feeling very sad for Snow to play a game on Deathvallee. It's almost like a free win for Soulkey, with the way things are coming out. And yeah, I think early spawning pool is like the only way to play here. But we do have a Zealot attacking against the third base, and this Spire comes up completely undisturbed. We have a drone that we will need to get evacuated, so that's good. This probe is checking out for the Zerlings, and yeah, okay, that drone's gonna run away, so that's nice. The probe goes inside the main. Can he go inside the main? He's gonna try to go inside the main. This Zealot's gonna have to hide. There's nowhere to go. He will just need to die now. And indeed, this probe checks and see the Spire. So once again, Soulkey, even though he's got the advantage, he is not able to stop the enemy from scouting. The Spire is very early. The Spire is so early. The core is not even done. The Stargate, of course, would not be on time. So what is up with this kind of build here, man? I guess you need to go to double Stargate. I guess that's gonna be the way to play. On the other side of the map, I think Soulkey can also start to open up his lane, and start to stream Zerlings across to try to harass the other base. And Mutualist is gonna get produced here. There's gonna be 3 hatch muters, 4 hatch muters even. This probe is gonna try to check. He's gonna try to glitch out. He's trying to glitch out, but he is not gonna be successful. We are at the 7-minute and 10-second of the game. Snow with 48 supply, Soulkey with 35. We have cannon stuff to come up now, and yeah, things are not looking good at all, but at least we have this probe that sees a mouthful, an eyeful of everything. These Zealots gonna have to return because now they know that Mutuals are en route. It's gonna be better to just hang out here. He's gonna be going for a lot of cannons. He's gonna be going for a lot of Stargate. Where's the first Corsair? There's a Corsair somewhere. Did he make it? I think now he made it. I think he was suspecting that there's gonna be fast Mutas, but there isn't any fast Mutas. Mutas are not coming. Wow, Soulkey is abusing the map like hell. Double Stargate, which is fine. But you know what? On this map, this is an interesting proposition. Hear me out, guys. So if you look at the map, there are how many bases, right? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. But if the Protoss somehow successfully take these bases, then that leaves the Zerg with 1, 2, 3 bases only. Because you know what? The Zerg can never take this base. It's so close to Protoss. Even though there's extractor destroyed, I think it's still not possible to make. I'm not so sure. But you can still win this fight against Zerg if you can somehow try to take the left side and force the enemy into just trying to attack, because they cannot get here to the extractor. They need to be able to go out and drop. Of course, drop is definitely very, very possible. But anyway, Soulkey, for the time being, has fooled the enemy, has not made any Mutualists, has made only Scourges. It is going to be a small attack here. And can he do the moving shot? I guess he cannot. He cannot, so he's going to back up. And more cannons going to get created, but he's going to have to rush into Dark Templar very soon. The Zealot is going to be just trying to buy some time here, but it's going to be impossible. If he had like a Dragoon there, he might be able to attack that drone when it comes down south. But anyways, the Scourge is going to try to check around. More Scourges coming through. Zealot once again is still trying to buy some time. Very, very lucky for Snow that it takes a lot of investment to have those drones mine out those areas. Templar Archive is not yet done, but he's going to be able to come out with a lot of what can he come out? I guess Snow could start to make a Dark Templar. That would buy some time for sure. That would buy some time. These Hydras have been made from the third hatchery. Another good thing is that Soulkey's hatcheries are kind of separated. They're in a different locations, and for now they don't have Cyanide. Okay, looks like overall speed completes, and that's going to be the signal for Snow to make a lot of cannons. And look at how terrible this map is for Protoss. He's forced to make cannons right in the open field with no coverage. There's nothing to cover those cannons. There's no natural artifact. There's not a way for you to build anything at all. The first Scourge has landed, and these Corsairs gonna have to go back and hide. There's gonna be more Scourges coming around, and he lose. How many he lose? Another Corsair, but he will be able to save 4 Corsairs. Zerg is gonna try to move across the map, where the first Dark Templar, or I guess High-tempest is what you need, not Dark Templar. What is he making? Like a single Zealot is getting the straight out, and he's gonna fall very quickly. He's trying to save himself. Scourge is gonna try to come around. He need to go home and escape. Looks like Scourge is not being paid attention to. Zealot's gonna try to come out just to check the Hydras. He's gonna try to glitch out a single Dark Templar. Not a bad idea, just to buy some time. And this is so micro-intensive from the Protoss player. Look at how hard it is to do all of these things while the battles are happening. He gets the Zerling destroyed. Not a bad idea. And now Dark Templar coming out is at least gonna be able to keep the Hydras at home. Anyways, 4 bases coming up for Soulkey. The game is looking very, very difficult. Snow 97 supply, Soulkey 81. We're gonna be having Shadow. I guess Shadow Reaver is the way to play here. Or is it just gonna be going for Shadow Observers first? At some point, I think you need to switch into Reavers, because this map is basically an island map. What do we have here? We have a hidden Nexus coming up at a 9 o'clock position. We do have some Zerlings start to move to that area, but they're not discovering that area just yet. We have double Dark Templar coming from various sides, and the Overlord was spotted. And he's gonna have to... Where's he going? He just walked right past everything, and that is really not the way to play. We have some Zealot coming across. That is going to be the signal for Soulkey to move across the map. These Zealots don't have speed. Another Dark Templar is looking for some openings, but nothing is here. He's gonna try to snipe those Hydras. Hydras, not Hydras, excuse me, they're dead now, but there's gonna be some Hydras. Zealot need to have speed soon. Look at the Templar Archive being built even in the wrong location. Everything is going wrong for Snow, but Zealot have speed now. They're waiting on the high ground. They're waiting for the Hydras to get on the high ground, and they might just crawl in and attack. Nice game, so 112 supply, but if Snow can win this is one of the pimpest play, man, because this map and the way that it has unfolded for Snow is so bad. Hydras can pick and choose where they want to attack. These Hydras are getting in, trapped inside. One Dragoon's gonna back down here, and there's gonna be Lurkers. We might have some Sudan. He needs to find a weak Lurker. He does find it. The Lurkers are not yet deploying, and he's gonna storm. No, he doesn't storm. He's gonna back on the high ground and wait for it. One Lurker's gonna get attacked. These Zealots gonna be buying some time. The Lurkers once again are just staying exactly where they are. The cannons are getting ready. The last Hydra is gonna get destroyed, and Snow's gonna try to hide on the high ground, and Pro's getting transferred where the Observers. He's able to survive for the time being. Dragoons is gonna have to attack. Hydra's gonna come out. He's gonna try to snipe the cannon. The first cannon has fallen, but there's still a lot of cannons, and the Lurkers might come on in. He's gonna try to snipe another cannon. The cannon has fallen. We might have a storm coming up soon. Zealots need to bite down. The Hydra's gonna get sniped, but good attack. He pulls back. That eats up a lot of Hydras. He needs to buy time as much as possible. The Lurkers are going to be on the low ground, but more Dragoons going to try to reinforce. So for now, Snow is able to keep on his side of the map, but 3 bases versus Zerg 5. And what is going to be Soulkey's plan? Because like I said, if Soulkey cannot finish out Snow, he's going to run out of bases to expand to. He can never expand to this 11:30 o'clock base. It's going to be impossible. He can never take these bases because they are so close to Protoss. There's no way for, so, like I said, if the game has unfolded by the other lane, for example, if Protoss has expanded to the 11:30 first, and he might be flanked on the other side. But this time around, he's expanded towards the left side first, and he doesn't have to worry about a flank because these natural extractors will provide coverage for him. So that's gonna be the way to unfold here, and the only way for Soulkey to win is via drops. Or he can also try to go with defilers and plagues and dark swarm and such. But I think this game is gonna be the perfect game for Reavers. I want to see some Reavers. You need to have Reavers to fight here. Alright, we're looking at the 30 minutes, almost the 40 minutes of the game. The game is still very tight. Soulkey, I think, has the lead. He will now finally go up to Queen's Nest. 3 bases secured for Snow, but Soulkey has got 5 bases. There's going to be a Lurker on the high ground. There's going to be a cannon there to support, and that Lurker is not attacking. I'm not so sure. Okay, finally he's gonna attack now, so that's gonna be the end of that Lurker. That Lurker can unburrow itself. There's gonna be another Lurker looking for another opening, but it's gonna try to go against the same position. There's some Dragoons waiting. Observer is there, and that Lurker is gonna be able to attack maybe a few shots, but that's gonna be the end of that. But that was a nice distraction. As you can see, Snow's minerals just shoot up a little bit big because he was not using his minerals during this entire defense time, and that sometimes can happen, especially I guess, you know, in the low-level games, but, you know, sometimes it happens in the high-level games too. Anyways, the next purpose, the next goal for Snow need to be a 4th base. I like the fact that his bases are all kind of hunched up together in a nice, you know, concentrated death ball. It's going to be very hard for Soulkey to drop any particular location. There's going to be a nice attack. This final lurker will fall. Hydras have a nice dive. They come in to try to bait the storm out, but the storm's coming. These overlords have been discovered. The Corsair takes care of many overlords, and Soulkey has been supply blocked. Another overlord will fall for a total of possibly 3. And now the Corsair is going to back up, and the skirmishes are not being used at all. They are camped right there, but they're not being used for the defense. I guess for the support or for the transport of the overlords. Anyhow, the main base has been cleared out in terms of minerals. It's going to be a quick expansion. Zerg is going to try to snipe this base, but not able to do so. And Protoss start to gain the middle ground. There, keep in mind that you can kind of go from this base, the inner 10:30 position, directly to the 4 or 5 o'clock position, 4:30 position of the Zerg. I think this is open by land, excuse me. So it's going to be possible to do so. Looks like there's going to be the overlords getting ready to drop. They start to come in there, kind of faking it, or at least, you know, showing to the enemy that they might drop sometimes in the future. This drone gets sniped, which is great. It's going to try to go and hide somewhere in the back door here. Huge Protoss army start to move across Snow, almost maxed out. There's going to be a Scourge that is going to eat up the Corsairs. But looks like the drop might commence. So it looks like the Corsairs are not in the right position. 27. Looks like the Snow see it. He's getting ready to see it. There's going to be a lot of cannons in the main. They need to be High-tempest. There are some High-tempest. Snow's going to have to pay extra attention here. He's almost maxed out. We need to protect against drop at all costs and try to survive, because if the game goes down to the wire, how many bases can Snow take maximum? He can take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and yeah, he's gonna be able to take 6 bases. Zerg will take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this base is contested. In that scenario, I believe Protoss wins. We've never seen it unfold on this map, but we might see it for the first time. This is gonna be possibly the first game where it's possible to see that we have every base exhausted. Anyways, the first attempt of drop has commenced here. This is gonna be not a real drop, just a small drop to show that I have some presence on that side of the map, and Snow is not deterred. He's gonna do a frontal attack now. He's not going to turn back. Dragoon's going to start to attack. Great attack. There's nothing to cover for these lurkers. It's going to be a huge open field. Dragoon's going to try to attack. Beautiful storm. There's a lot of sunkens at the back door. He attacks now. Where's the reinforcement? Can there be a backstab on the back? There isn't any. He's going to storm other lurkers as well. Great storm. There's no reinforcement. It's going to be a single file. Zerg can only attack from the back. They cannot reinforce from the other side, but there's going to be an attack on this low ground. There could be storm as well. We need to cast a storm. Great storm. Need to pull back and cast another one. He's getting ready to dissolve. It's going to be one for Protoss to retreat as well. There's no need to be here anymore. He pulls back away from the lurker spine. He needs to pull the Zelle out back. Great attack. And Snow has saved all of his forces, something that Adolf Hitler was not able to do in Operation Barbarossa, when they invaded the Soviet army and refuses to back down and refused to do a breakout when they were cornered in Stalingrad. This is what happened in Starcraft. You need to be smarter than Adolf Hitler. You need to retreat when it's going to be the right moment to do so. Do not die heroically for the conclave, or you know, for the swarm, or whatever is the ideology that, you know, kind of represents you. Nice attack, but he's going to be against a high ground position. It's going to be very tough. He will cast a storm. A Hydra is going to be better. He doesn't have any storm though. Maybe he was hesitant about where to cast it. He's going to cast another one. Good pullback. Look at that amazing Hydra's pullback from Soulkey. He knows the exact movement of the High-tempest. But anyways, this base is going to be able to hold for the timing. We have a shuttle, and he's waiting for shuttle with speed. Look at this. Some idle probes in the main. We need to have another base coming up soon for Protoss, and he's going to try to come out and take the base at the bottom left. These Zealots are going to be able to attack, and these cracklings are very strong though. They destroy one Zealot right away. The probe will fall as well. The first defiler of the game have been spotted. We're looking at 80-minute mark, and Snow has got 189 supplies, COVID 181. Both the players are going to try to heavily contest it, the bottom left base. Those two bases going to be very, very... This Dark Templar has been hanging out here forever, but finally he's going to die. He's going to try to chase the Overlords as well as the Hydralist. We have Nidus Canal now, so that's good. And that Templar is going to have to find its way somewhere, but finally Soulkey is going to take the base that is so close to enemy. There's going to be a nice attack here. Great attack just to buy some time. We cast another storm that kills the Hydralist. He's going to be able to kill those high lurkers as well, but he needs to back up and morph into Archon and just camp out here. Just do nothing. It's going to be another beautiful storm, and Hydras had been drawn into the fire of the storms here. Great trades. Amazing trade. He's storming his own Zealot. Not so good. He's going to try to get on high ground now. It's going to be reinforcement from the back. But he's trading so efficiently and just paving the way for the Reavers to come later, because one Archon has got 11 kills. Those are kills from the High-tempest time, not when they, have a sex change into an Archon. But anyway, the Shadow has got the first Reaver just waiting there, and Snow is going to be to take database. The Archon needs to pull back. He's been kind of damaged. Great Storm once again. He's not really storming the Lurker though. He's storming a blind area. That is fine. He's going to be able to have a chance to come back later anyways. Snow is going to have to back up now. Reinforcement from the back. Now, Snow need to make only Zealot and High-tempest. Nothing else. Do not make Dragoons. Only Zealot and High-tempest. That's going to be the way to fight against a late game Zerg army. And Reavers need to be deployed to the field now, because now it's late game and Zerg is so strong with Dark Swamp Plague. These Dragoons are completely useless machines. We're going to be having an Archon coming out just to bait the Zerglings into the enemy fire, and he can see where the Lurkers are. He casts a Storm. He might cast another one. He doesn't cast it. He doesn't finish up the enemy. That's not so good. Where's the rest of Snow's army? They're kind of sitting at home. Zealot's going to attack here. And Dragoon's going to start to bleed a little bit because they've been plagued. But for the time being, it's great. The Shadow, does it have speed? I believe it may have speed, this base. It's going to be able to come out. And great armies control for both of these players. The Lurker's going to try to surround. They need to deploy themselves. They do deploy themselves. They will go on the high ground. It looks like Zealot's going to try to control. A single Lurker is going to control this high area. Protoss going to kind of move into a ball here. We have Defiler Lurkers coming through. And looks like the backdoor, the supply chain of Snow has been broken. Possibly the Reaver is not being used. Need to cast a Storm. What is he doing? He's not casting a Storm. Dragoon's going to try to attack, and there's going to be a nice Dark Swarm to protect those Lurkers. There's going to be a Reaver to finish up the last of the Lurker, and this line I think for now will be held. But Snow is getting slowly pushed back. He's not saturating his other base in the bottom left of the map. It's going to be the next big attack, and only 3 Dragoons, 3 heroic Dragoons going to hold back a horde of Lurkers, Zerglings, and everything else in between. Probes going to get transferred. Very lucky for Snow. These Lurkers had deployed themselves on the ground. They should have just keep on march forward, because there are a few more seconds. The Defiler gets sniped. Defiler is gone. So there's going to be no Dark Sword to protect those. There's going to be some Zealot moving in the middle of mass. Snow is falling fast in supply. 169 supply. He's got a Reaver. He needs to make more Reavers, and Shadow with speed will be needed. He needs to kind of forget about his main base now, come out from his main base and just evacuate everybody to this area. There's going to be Defiler. Reaver need to cast a great attack here. He's not able to cast a great Reaver shot on the Defiler. That's going to be a little bit unfortunate, but Soulkey is trying slowly but pushing Snow back, and the 1130 position. Take a look at that base, and we need to take it out, check about it in the future. I think Snow knows about it. He just has nothing to do about it right now. He's so busy defending this western front that he's not worried about the eastern front for the time being. Nice attack. Reaver is going to crawl forward, and Snow's signature move is here to use slow Reaver to attack against Lurkers. Where's the next Reaver? He's not making up Reavers. He's going to be able to cast a great attack, and that Lurker will fall, but he needs to back the Reaver. He's going to protect it with the Shadow. The Shadow doesn't have speed. I don't think it has speed, and these Sunkens are going to be able to buy some nice time here. Great attack. He will cast a great Storm that eats up a lot of the units. There's going to be an Observer. Beautiful Storm to trade really well. Zealot need to back down. Great Storm once again against the Lurker, and the Dark Storm. He gets the last of the Lurkers. It's just incessant Lurker control and creation. There's going to be another Reaver come out, and it's going to be possible for Snow to take another make another Shadow somewhere. I'm not so sure. And look at this, guys. The 7 o'clock base also been taken in Zerg. And if you look at it right now, if you count the bases, Snow's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bases only. We have a drop. We have a drop in the main. The drop has finally commenced. This is a small drop, just to buy things out and to test the water. The Lurkers are within reach of these units, and there's going to be a nice Reaver attack, as well as Templar Archive. It's going to be Storm attack. He's going to try to cast some Storm. There's going to be some small engagement in the middle of the map, but there isn't any Observer to support them. The Hydra's going to try to go on the Dark Storm, but there's a Zealot there to support, and it kills off the last of the units. But Soulkey is I mean, late game Zerg power is insane. He's so strong. Soulkey controls about 80% of the landmass of Death Valley here, and so is slowly pushed into a small ball, but he's still fighting hard. These Zealots are doing like a parade inside of their home there. Those High-tempest can actually cast a Storm now. The rest of the forces need to come out right now. This might be the final battle, but the Dark Storm died. We have a battery. All of a sudden, some great attack, but this is just futile. All of these units are going to get destroyed, but Soul's going to try to attack in the middle. He's got a Reaver. He's got a lot of Archon to buffer, but he loses a base. Keep that in mind. That base has been destroyed. Probe's going to evacuate. He cannot even evacuate. He's going to have to attack with the full force here. The Archons have +3 weapons and +2 armor. Strong, but not enough. Not enough. Army coming from both sides. Where's the Observer? Observer is kind of slow. He casts a great Dark Storm. The Shadow is going to arrive here. Where's the Reaver? He's not unloading Reaver. I don't see it. He's got the micro. His heart out. Zelle charging forward into the local line. It's not the way he's going to try to snipe this base. He trading base is not a bad idea. The Shadow to run away and land the Reaver right now. He lands the Reaver. He saves the Reaver. The Shadow is going to get destroyed. But this is a nice Protoss ball just to buy time. Great play, but does it really matter? Protoss forces attacking from outside, and Lurkers are not unloading and reloading fast enough. They're still on the ground. And as you can see, Soulkey's APM is actually not that high either. Anyways, a nice Archon just to buying some time, and more Reavers as well as Templar coming from the back. And Archon is just so beefy, just buying so much time. They finally come out. They will try to destroy the Reaver. They try to come to nice storm to slow them down. Look at how much forces it takes to kill a single Reaver. That hero Reaver all the way in the back is protected greatly. Nice attack, and this base is gone. There's gonna be more storms here. You need to storm all of those juicy 5 Hydras by the middle area. He's not storming just yet. Soulkey 1,300 supply. He's down to minerals. He's got 156 supply. Soulkey's got 188. But slowly but surely, the Death Valley is coming to Snow. It's gonna be impossible. The next attack against the Protoss main base. If you can destroy the Robo, that means no more Reaver can come out from that area. The Zealot need to pull back. Look at how fast the Zealot get eaten up by the Lurker Spine. They died so incessantly fast. But anyways, the next attack's coming through, but there's going to be a storm. Those double Lurkers getting destroyed. It's going to be great. Zealot need to attack now. Great storm is again. Do we have an observer to spot them? Nice attack, and so efficient by both of players. But Snow is going to be running out of steam. He is still having his 4 bases, which is nice. There's this Reaver all the way in the back to protect here. But I think Soulkey is slowly gaining the advantage. But the thing is this, guys. Soulkey cannot expand either. Soulkey is going to have a nice idea. There's going to be Dragoons on high ground to destroy the Sunken City with Storm from the high ground. There's going to be an attack in this base. We need to be reclaimed at some point in the future. If Soulkey cannot kill Snow and he cannot expand, that's going to be a problem. So it's only half of the equation to take out the enemy's bases. You need to take those bases yourself, because Soulkey is also running slowly out of minerals. The only base that is mineable for him right now, if you look at the minimap, it's nothing. All of the bases he's taken, he's been taking them for a long time ago. He's taken them a long time ago. They're going to be exhausting minerals very soon, and the bases that he can take are so close to Snow. So that's going to be something that we need to think about in the future. So this is a nice feature of Death Valley, that you can kind of crumble into a wall, a small wall, to buy time. Zelle coming out, and he need to destroy that one single Lurker. He gets it, which is fine. This gonna be a nice attack, and these storms need to get deployed. Great storm. The Defiler died. The Defiler is still alive. 3 Defiler, fresh and strong, coming through. The Reavers are not getting involved. He will cast Great Storm. The Reaver is gonna get one of the Lurker. He will get another Lurker or not. He trying to get his Zelle to pull back. There's just way too many storms, way too many Lurkers. At the last minute, both the players gonna have a small stalemate here. He will cast. He might cast another one. He's waiting for enough energy for it. There's gonna be more Hydra coming through. He casts another Great Storms, and just massive army. Keep in mind, Soulkey is also running out of places to mine. He cannot mine from this base because Dragoons are guarding it from the high ground. The Lurkers gonna come through. There's gonna be another storm. The Soulkey, pay attention. The Snow casts a storm. He's casting a storm. He casts it against those 2 Lurkers. They all died. The Reaver died. The Reaver's gone. The 2 Hydras on the left side. Use the Hydra on the left side. The last Lurker is fallen. Hydra is gonna cast a storm. Great. Not a bad idea. He gets how many Hydra? He gets those Lurkers destroyed, but slowly Snow is gonna get attacked here by the Lurker. Get a bit massive Zelle. Come out and clear everything. Everything's gonna get destroyed. Where's Observer? There's Observer. Those Zealots have been plagued, so they are very weak. They are very weak, but the cannons are providing some nice support. Zealot need to attack. The Lurkers gonna try to deploy themselves on the left side, on the outside. Zealot's coming out, but that's gonna be a mistake. He doesn't have enough. He's running out of steam. Snow is running out of steam. He doesn't have the Reaver. If the Reaver was protected during that time, it would be in a different story. But he doesn't have it to protect it. These Zealots are gonna explode very quickly. They have another force. I think there's gonna be some forces on the southern side. If you look at the minimap, there's some Archon here, but they're all running in this base. It's gonna be falling out, and Snow might be typing GG soon because it's gonna be running out of places to mine. But Soulkey, where's he getting his minerals from? I guess Snow is gonna exhaust. Yeah, he's only mining. The only base he's gonna be mining is that one base at the 9 o'clock position. There's gonna be some Lurker getting deployed, but we have these Archons buying a lot of time. They come to, but those Lurkers are very strong. He's gonna try to snipe the Defiler. He's running wild. I mean, this is like the Mongolian horde, man. You know, it's like, you know, those 10,000 cavaliers who will just come and ravage Europe in the 13th and 14th centuries or whatever. That was that Genghis Khan first built his empire. and they're very small and nimble. They strike deep into enemy turret. Good attack. Observer able to see everything. Dragoon's gonna try to attack. He will try to get, but this might be the final attack here. He falls back. There's gonna be a storm. He's not casting a storm. He's waiting patiently. There's gonna be cracklings coming from all sides. Great attack, but there are no more lurkers. There are no lurkers. Great play. The High-tempest are not casting any storm. What are they doing? They can cast a storm, but they're not casting it. He's just waiting until the last minute. He needs to cast a storm now. He casts a storm that eats up a lot of the Zerglings, but it's too late. It's too late, and the last Dragoons have fallen. Soulkey is up by about 80 supply. The game is won by Snow. I'm gonna put this game in the list of best game for this year, so check out the playlist. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, I'm going to be in the description. See you soon. Bye bye.